Some machines speak to us before the engine ever turns. They signal a new chapter in how we relate to the open road, promising raw sensation balanced with thoughtful engineering. You feel it in the stance, in the way metal and minimalism meet, and in the quiet confidence that long miles will feel both intimate and effortless. Heritage looks can mislead, because what appears simple often conceals clever ideas built for real riders tackling modern traffic, changing weather, and a mix of scenic sweepers and tight city grids. What matters is how the story unfolds when classic cues meet contemporary expectations, where comfort, character, and mechanical nuance shape a journey built around presence rather than speed. This is a look at machinery that refuses to choose between the past and the present, offering a gateway for newer riders to understand timeless design while giving seasoned enthusiasts fresh depth to explore. Like and subscribe, and comment what topic you want next. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 arrives at the center of a fascinating crossroads, and in this segment I will explore how it blends tradition with present-day expectations. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 carries the spirit of a classic stripped machine yet embraces purposeful touches that reflect evolving rider priorities. Its identity leans on timeless simplicity, but the details reveal a refined focus on balance, composure, and smooth control across varied conditions. This monologue follows how that balance takes shape from its silhouette to its core ride feel. The first impression sits in the stance. A low seat and stout tires create an inviting profile that signals confident ease at city speeds and relaxed posture on open highways. Riders see heritage through metalwork shaped to look and feel authentic without drifting into costume territory. That restraint is important because nostalgia can overwhelm function, yet this machine keeps the proportions clean and intentional. The tank arcs in a way that feels familiar and comfortable, encouraging the rider to settle in without fuss. Foot controls place weight where the chassis can respond naturally, guiding the rider to use torso and legs as active partners in every corner. Mini 8 bars raise the hands just enough for relaxed command, while not so tall that steering feels vague. At the heart of the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 sits a rumbling V-twin that fulfills expectations of steady torque. The character is defined by intentional tuning that focuses on mid-range response for confident roll-on power at everyday speeds. Riders can feel this approach when pulling away from lights or sweeping down two-lane blacktop. The engine rewards smooth throttle inputs rather than frantic rev chasing. It offers depth and composure, giving the rider a calm sense of command. That calm comes from measured tuning that targets reliable thrust rather than dramatic peaks. This approach keeps long rides comfortable without fatigue. Internal improvements help manage heat and deliver a refined feel at the grips and seat, which is important because sustained comfort is a quiet hallmark of a well-built cruiser. Engine sound is assertive yet measured, projecting presence without aggressive volume. In many ways, this sound completes the character, reflecting confidence without demanding attention. The frame design favors sure-footed stability. Steel construction supports a grounded feel, particularly when the road surface becomes rough. Riders appreciate how the chassis communicates without harsh feedback. This mechanical honesty helps newer riders build confidence while giving experienced hands a clear sense of tire contact. Turning effort is controlled, asking the rider to guide rather than muscle the bike. This guidance reflects a deliberate geometry choice that values predictability. During low-speed urban maneuvering and high-load cornering, in tight neighborhoods, balance shines when navigating cars and pedestrians. On open roads, line choice feels natural, letting the rider settle into easy rhythm. The weight demands thoughtful inputs, but that mass also anchors the bike when crosswinds and uneven pavement appear. Suspension tuning is firm enough to keep the machine composed at speed and compliant enough to handle city potholes without jarring. It encourages the rider to choose clean lines while trusting that bumps will not upset control. Fork travel is calibrated to resist dive under braking. The rear shock works to keep traction steady even when surfaces shift suddenly. This coherence underpins an experience that feels crafted rather than improvised. Braking performance stands on quality hardware sized for the considerable mass and torque. Initial bite is moderate, then builds predictably, allowing smooth modulation for new riders and confident stops under heavier stress. Lever feel is consistent, adding security in traffic or during spirited weekend runs. Braking is not meant to showcase extreme racetrack heroics. Instead, it targets control and trust, vital for a cruiser focused on relaxed mastery. Electronic support appears where it adds value. Ride modes manage responsiveness and help normalize traction across weather changes. Factory settings keep the bike approachable without feeling distant or over-filtered. A small screen organizes key data while preserving a clean aesthetic. It reflects a philosophy that tech should assist without taking center stage. Riders looking for extended convenience and navigation can add optional systems, though the core experience thrives without heavy digital layers. This restraint keeps attention on road and ride rather than interface menus. Ergonomics define long-term appeal. The low seat pairs with forward foot control placement, creating a neutral triangle that relaxes lower back and shoulders. The rider posture encourages calm breathing and steady head position. This reduces fatigue and heightens awareness of scenery and traffic. Seat padding balances plush comfort with support, allowing riders to stay planted while shifting slightly for corner entry. The tank shape tucks the knees without pinching, giving subtle guidance when leaning. Passenger considerations remain secondary. Yet the machine can support light two-up trips with sensible restraint. City riding reveals an approachable nature. Throttle response is gentle at low speeds, helping newer riders thread through tight lanes without drama. The engine stays mellow when idling, reducing heat soak. Low center of gravity makes U-turns easier than expected. Curb hops and rough patches test the suspension without overwhelming it. The bike feels composed while lane changes and roundabouts become simple, fluid moves. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 steps into deeper context as we examine how its design logic translates into everyday application across changing environments. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 maintains a deliberate balance of heritage silhouette and contemporary refinement, showing how a streamlined frame, minimalist bodywork, and measured ergonomics affect rider confidence on varied terrain. At this stage, a look at real use patterns, mechanical discipline, and cultural expectations helps clarify why this machine resonates with riders seeking practical comfort without excessive complication. Riders who choose a bobber often lean toward simplicity, yet the modern market expects tools that support long-range flexibility and comfortable day-to-day reliability. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 reflects this shift with a chassis that channels steel strength into predictable handling. Geometry focuses on calm pivot responses rather than hyper-quick steering. Riders navigate traffic with gentle counter-steering, and the bike remains stable without constant correction. In neighborhoods, slow turns feel unhurried, and mid-block U-maneuvers remain approachable with patient throttle and firm rear brake modulation. Low seat height helps when balancing at lights, especially for shorter riders. Mid-range torque has a broad, forgiving spread, so riders rarely need to chase high RPM. This makes long sweeping commutes easy. Strong bottom and mid pushes allow quick transitions between crowded lanes, while predictable pull at moderate RPM helps in suburban merges. As speed grows, the bike stays composed. Engine pulses feel steady rather than harsh. Touring riders appreciate that sensation during hours of cruising. The electronic layer plays a supportive but understated role. Modern traction aids help normalize behavior in rain or loose road surfaces. Ride modes adjust throttle sensitivity without overcomplicating interaction. These modes encourage confident engagement across different conditions. Riders appreciate consistent feedback without feeling dominated by automation. A compact dash focuses on key info. Extended navigation remains optional for riders who want directional support for long tours. This restraint preserves classic analog impression. Fueling strategy prioritizes efficiency under mixed uses. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 drinks calmly at commuter pace. Steady highway load yields predictable consumption. Range confidence improves route planning. Along scenic two-lane highway corridors, riders feel free to pause at local cafes or small towns without feeling tethered to constant refueling. The V-twin settles into a mellow rhythm, fostering relaxed posture. Vibrations stay manageable, keeping hands and feet comfortable. The brake system contributes to calm command. Front calipers engage with a gradual initial bite. As lever pressure increases, the braking curve stays predictable. Heavy stress during downhill curves showcases the synergy between chassis load management and braking stability. The machine remains reassuring during fast acceleration, bolstering confidence for riders carrying gear. Rear brake modulation helps negotiate tight parking lots and hairpins. Suspension calibration emphasizes harmony. The fork resists dive enough to keep geometry composed during heavier braking. The rear shock manages weight shifts and imperfect surfaces. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 maintains composure on patchy asphalt common to many rural regions. Up front, subtle damping helps maintain steady line control. Steering stays neutral without the twitchy sensation that some minimalist designs can present. As a result, rider feedback is clear. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 engine cooling strategy supports long urban pauses. This matters when summer traffic stacks heat around intersections. Heat shields and airflow channels guide warmth away from the legs. riders report manageable temperature exposure. On cool seasons, this warmth proves welcome. On hot days, steady airflow during motion alleviates discomfort. Thermal predictability becomes part of the daily toolkit. Tactile quality defines emotional engagement. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 features metal accents that feel purposeful. Control surfaces have clean edges and satisfying resistance. Riders become fluent in the language of throttle, clutch, and brake. These inputs remain consistent. Builds confidence under varied load. Predictable friction points foster familiarity. That familiarity strengthens ownership connection. Fit and finish matter. Paint application displays depth. Metal shaping maintains smooth curves. The bike appears cohesive rather than a collage of parts. Practical touches like tool access and fuse layout simplify experienced technician work. This encourages regular upkeep. Owners who handle basic service appreciate the simplicity. Routine inspection builds relationship and heightens trust. Seasonal adaptability demonstrates practical value. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 responds well to mild weather variations. Rain traction management benefits from electronic support and tire selection. Seat shape encourages slight posture adjustments during longer rides. Gloves interact comfortably with switchgear, maintaining fine control even during colder mornings. Mirrors offer stable visibility, and reduced vibration fosters awareness. Custom potential is present yet measured. Indian Chief Bobber 2025 owners might adjust seats, exhaust notes, or luggage options. These modifications prioritize personal fit or touring function. The platform accepts tasteful accessory integration without undoing original balance. Minimal upgrades can refine wind management or nighttime visibility. This flexible canvas allows riders to shape their experience. Yet the machine hardly begs for constant change. Its stock configuration already provides robust personality. In rider circles, the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 has encouraged conversation around authenticity. Enthusiasts discuss whether heritage aesthetics serve as a stylistic callback or if they genuinely support the ride. This conversation expands into how mechanical honesty shapes identity. A bobber invites a rider to slow down and focus on feel. This requires a deliberate mindset. Many riders appreciate the subtle rhythm of low RPM torque and stable geometry. Others desire sharper reflex. This tension fuels ongoing debate. Through this debate, the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 holds firm. It delivers on its intended lane. Calm strength and grounded presence. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 enters its most compelling phase when we examine how ownership evolves over years and miles. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 gains greater meaning as riders integrate it into their daily patterns, shaping identity, routine care, and travel ambitions. Long-term relationships reveal the deeper logic behind its balanced blueprint, confirming why many owners keep this machine for extended periods, rather than moving on quickly. The first year of ownership often brings a learning curve built around posture, torque management, and route experimentation. Riders evaluate how the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 fits into commuting schedules, weekend loops, and short tours. Early impressions tend to focus on comfort and predictable power band. Riders feel that daily chores remain pleasant because ergonomics reduce fatigue. Mechanical cues help riders refine clutch, throttle, and brake timing across urban stops. Feedback remains calm. In time, riders discover that thoughtful technique yields smooth corner entry and relaxed control across varied asphalt. As months pass, the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 engine character becomes familiar. The V-twin note turns into a companion during morning starts and evening returns. Low to mid torque becomes second nature. The rider learns to anticipate subtle vibrations that signal gear choice and throttle intent. The bike guides rather than commands. In turn, riders form personal rituals. Some wake early to ride scenic loops before traffic forms. Others enjoy slow evening cruises after work. The machine fits both modes easily. It rewards presence rather than urgency. Long-term wear patterns demonstrate robust construction. Painted surfaces remain resilient under daily sun and road grime. Careful washing maintains gloss. Metal retains depth. Periodic wax applications preserve clarity. Rubber surfaces show predictable aging. Replacement intervals remain reasonable. Owners who maintain consistent routines keep the machine in excellent condition even after heavy use. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 chassis sustains confidence as miles accumulate. Bearings, bushings, and pivots retain smoothness when lubricated according to schedule. Suspension remains composed after seasonal cycles. Internal damping and spring rates maintain balance. Fork seals and shock mounts show consistent longevity under regular checks. This reliability reinforces trust. Riders feel safe traveling farther, knowing the platform has steady endurance. Seasonal adaptation becomes more intuitive. Riders learn when to adjust tire pressures for temperature variations. They adopt layered apparel for comfort. Rainy days highlight traction aids. Subtle throttle and brake use help maintain stability. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 geometry stays friendly, even in slick conditions. As road salt and dirt threaten component life, owners respond with more frequent cleaning. Maintenance remains simple and rewarding. Battery and charging components remain strong with regular service. Many riders use tender devices when storing the bike during colder months. Starting remains dependable each spring. Fuel systems stay clean under consistent fueling habits. Filter swaps preserve performance. Spark replacement intervals follow predictable schedules. Owners who stay ahead of service find that the engine retains smoothness across years. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 maintenance rhythm teaches riders to understand mechanical nuance. Small changes in chain or belt tension communicate through tactile feedback. Throttle adjustments and clutch cable checks build mechanical literacy. This literacy empowers riders. They respond proactively to small signs. They enjoy readiness, knowing the machine listens and answers. Tire selection shapes ride feel. Some riders choose touring compounds for longevity. Others favor slightly softer mixes for improved corner feel. Both options support confident rides. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 frame accepts either direction. Balanced geometry lets riders appreciate the difference. Long highway runs feel stable under touring compounds. Weekend canyon rides benefit from more responsive tread. Riders learn which configuration suits their style. Over years, the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 begins to reflect personal story. Small scuffs on the tank or fenders become souvenirs. Each mark recalls a journey. Owners often name their machines. Friends recognize the bike on sight. The motorcycle becomes a fixture in social scenes. Riders share maintenance and route tips. They trade experiences at coffee shops, small gatherings, and seasonal rides. Memories form around sunrise rides, coastal pulls, and mountain passes. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 supports these memories with steady posture and calm mechanics. It encourages riders to build communities based on shared presence rather than competitive metrics. This culture fosters inclusivity. New riders feel welcome because the platform is approachable. Experienced riders feel engaged because the machine respects their skill. Marketplace trends confirm that riders often retain the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 longer than expected. Resale listings show fewer turnovers. Buyers who do search the market appreciate how well these machines age. Well-kept units hold strong resale, reflecting balanced demand. This reinforces the idea that the bike is an enduring investment rather than a short novelty. Insurance perspectives tend to remain stable. Premiums reflect calm usage patterns typical of cruiser ownership. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 benefits from its confidence-inspiring manners. Riders who show consistent maintenance records often receive favorable rates. This further reduces long-term cost. Over time, riders explore new regions. They take weekend trips to mountain towns, desert stretches, and coastal parks. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 handles varied elevation changes without complaint. Torque remains ready at altitude. Engine heat stays manageable in desert corridors. Cooling channels maintain consistent circulation. Accessories like soft bags and moderate windscreens expand capability. Riders enjoy more ambitious routes without sacrificing core character. Fuel economy stays predictable. Cost per mile remains steady. This predictability eases budget planning for longer loops. Riders set aside time for seasonal trips. These journeys often become annual traditions. Riders meet familiar faces along the way. Shared meals and stories strengthen bonds. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 low seat and forward controls help riders maintain comfort. Older riders appreciate this posture. Younger riders enjoy the look and feel. The platform bridges generations. Some families share the machine. Parents pass down riding wisdom to their children. Calm performance encourages learning. Cultural interpretation evolves. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 becomes a symbol of mindful travel. Social feeds show scenic backdrops rather than speed displays. This reinforces an aesthetic centered on landscape and journey. The machine looks at home near old barns, coastal piers, mountain overlooks, and quiet towns. Riders express gratitude for simple rides during stressful weeks. The bike becomes a release. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 maintenance community shares tips online. They discuss oil brands, tire choices, suspension tweaks, and ergonomic changes. These discussions remain friendly. The platform attracts steady personalities. They appreciate calm technical exploration. Content creators review upgrades with practical focus. Viewers learn without feeling overwhelmed. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 brings this journey full circle. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 anchors its purpose in calm strength, steady torque, and a grounded riding posture that respects long miles and personal pace. Over the course of these reflections, we have seen how its classic stance avoids costume imitation by pairing metal craft with thoughtful geometry, allowing riders to feel secure in city crawls and comfortable across scenic corridors. This approach nurtures confidence and encourages measured technique, proving that modern riders still value deliberate interaction more than crowded interface menus. Tech remains present but never interrupts the tactile flow of throttle, clutch, and brake. Riders taste a blend of heritage language and contemporary reliability that makes daily commutes, weekend loops, and short tours feel equally welcome. Fit and finish remains steady over years, with hardware that continues to feel reassuring at control points. Maintenance rhythms are straightforward, granting access to essential items without overwhelming new owners. Seasonal adaptation shows how traction aids and ergonomic restraints solve rail travel concerns. In wet mornings or warm traffic, heat management stays predictable, and steady geometry helps riders maintain body balance. Long-term owners describe a platform that preserves composure even when surfaces vary, and they note how subtle suspension choices support line fidelity without shaking rider confidence. Simple upgrades like small windscreens, luggage, and lighting help stretch trips without altering the core blueprint. Community forms naturally around scenic travel and shared insight, with riders charting coast roads, mountain passes, and desert plateaus at a calm rhythm. The Indian Chief Bobber 2025 fits in these spaces with quiet pride. Its mellow note becomes background to conversation rather than a shout that dominates everything. The machine asks riders to pay attention to air temperature, road smell, and horizon shape. Social impact grows through inclusive pacing that welcomes new riders while giving experienced hands a platform for personal refinement. Owners often keep the bike longer than planned because its character matures with them. Scratches and polished edges become mementos. This permanence signals a deeper relationship than quick novelty can offer. Peers may chase sharper numbers from arrival, but quiet promise and balanced feel remain the central rewards here. Most riders find that predictable torque and calm steering encourage frequent use rather than special occasion storage. This ongoing use builds routine memories, like early morning coffee runs, slow cruises at sunset, and quiet returns after long days. The platform thrives on consistency, reminding riders that honest mechanics and deliberate design remain relevant. As time progresses, appreciation grows for how the bike helps set mental pace. Riders choose mindful routes, letting scenery and smooth posture guide them. In conclusion, the Indian Chief Bobber 2025 stands as a compelling example of how a contemporary cruiser can respect its past while offering functional grace for real lives. It is a steady partner for those who value texture over spectacle, story over appointment, and an unhurried connection to open sky and rolling road.